everyone, what's up? It's me again, Super Jonky. What's up to all the Judies out there? Last time or the other day, as I was cleaning my enclosures, some of my enclosures, my largest tarantula, which is the salmon pink bird eater, or also known as the Lasiodora parahybana, and also the third largest tarantula around the world, got escaped. It's because the screen cover of her enclosure was already wrecked and she got out from the hole that she made. I was actually dumbfounded because I removed the enclosure that I put right on top of her enclosure to guard the hole that she made. That really shook my head. And because of that, I and my parents looked after her and followed the strings of her web. And I think after an hour looking for her in the whole house, my dad finally found her, and he was really shocked, or he was really surprised because it's really huge and her size is about 10 inches. So I finally decided to order a customized tank or enclosure, actually a bigger one. Guys, to give our tarantulas or other pets a good shelter and a convenient enclosure is also as important as giving them a good quality food. So today guys, we are going to rehouse my Lasiodora parahybana to her bigger tank because the enclosure that I ordered the other day has just arrived. So guys, please keep on watching this video for more tips and advices. See you in a bit. Bye! Here's my table once again, and my hands are clear. And what do you think are the things that we need for our rehousing? I'm very much excited, and my hands are really itching for this project. So guys, here's the materials that we need. Oh, I think it's a chopstick. If I'm gonna use this as a chopstick, I think it would be easier to pick up Japanese foods. What do you think, guys? This is our tongs or tweezers, which is very important in rehousing, especially for slings. Next, we have here our favorite cocoa pit, which is in tiles, and it's actually 49.75 pesos only, which I bought at Ace Hardware. And this is one of my favorite substrate, and I think it's the best substrate of all. That is so cool. So we have here our bark, which I pick up at the seashore. And actually, as I was walking at the seashore, I saw this one and pick it up because it's very, I think it's very melodramatic, and this will serve as our hide, and I think my Lasiodora parahybana will love this. For aesthetic purposes only, we have here our plastic plants and our stones, and actually it's heavy. We have two types or two kinds of plastic plants here, and actually these are aquarium plants, and these cost 20 pesos each, and I got a couple of this one, and I think it's cheap, but we're going to remove these colored stones because it doesn't fit my tank and it's too girly. Okay, we have here our stone, and I love white stones, and I'll be using this beneath our or the around our water dish, and this costs 25 pesos only. Oh, this is cheap but aesthetically good looking. This one feels like a pillow, and I think it sounds like a junk food wrapper, and I love touching it. I love its being green, and this one bag costs only 25 pesos, and this will help me make my tank natural looking and absorb water on it. Speaking of being absorbent, we have here our tissue paper, our microwave plastic container, and our water spray. This tissue paper will be used in cleaning our tank, and it will serve as a bed for our microwave plastic container, and we'll put water on it to serve as an ICU room for our Lasiodora parahybana. Water is very important for our tarantulas, so we have here our water dish. This one is actually the water dish from the old tank of our Lasiodora parahybana, and we'll just clean it up in a bit, and Viola will be using it again as a water dish for our Lasiodora parahybana. Here comes our styrofoam, which I happened to cut, and I just painted a wall on it a while back, and now it's dry. So what do you think, guys? Does it look good? And this will serve as our backdrop for our mini terrarium. Oh, I think it's not mini because it's a large terrarium. Ta-da! We have here our star of the night, which is our enclosure. And this is actually 1,000 pesos only, and I love its lock and its screen on top. And I think it's sturdier than our old terrarium. And we're gonna measure it up, and the length is actually 15 inches. The height is 12 inches, and the width is actually 12 inches also. So what do you think, guys? Our almost 10 inches Lasiodora parahybana will love this because she will be able to roam around and move around this terrarium. We have two terrariums here. On my right is actually our old terrarium, and on my left is our new terrarium. So I purposely showed you this because I want you to decipher what's the difference between them. So guys, let's start our rehousing project. First, we're gonna do our as if ICU for our tarantula, our Lasiodora parahybana. We'll be putting our tissue paper, a layer of tissue paper, in our microwave plastic container and wet it up. So an ample water for it is actually good, and we'll put another layer of tissue paper to serve as a bed for our Lasiodora parahybana. And this time we'll be opening her tongue, her old tongue, and we'll be pushing her butt or hind legs so that she can actually climb up on the glass and come out from her terrarium. So look at her, she's big, but hey, come here. Okay, another one. So now you're out of your terrarium. So look at the butt, look at the abdomen. She actually had her little baldonette because of the hole she made from the terrarium. Oh, why are you so... Okay, now you are inside our microwave plastic container. So please stay in a while and sit back and relax for about or a couple of hours. Moving on to our actual rehousing, we first put our backdrop, our styrofoam wall on it, and look at that, it actually fit. Of course, I measured it up before I put it on it. So look at that. What do you think, guys? Does it look great? Does it look good? Please tell me. Tell it in the comment section. On my hand is actually our mega box of coco peat, and I actually dissolved 1.5 pack of our coco peat, and that's about 15, I think it's 15 tiles of it. And we're gonna be needing a lot of our coco peat in this big size tank. We must push it up a bit to make it firm, and now we have a 4 inches depth of our coco peat, but later you will see we'll be making a layer of it, and we're putting our bark now. And look at that, we are positioning this one, and I think this is the best position for this bark. I think it's lovely. As I said a while back, it looks so melodramatic and it looks so natural on our tank. So what do you think, guys? Please comment. And you can see now the layer that I made. Okay, and this part is actually the lower part, and this one is the higher part, which will be putting our plastic plants. Now we have our moss. So this one is a great display also, aside from it being absorbent, or yes, it absorbs a lot of moisture. As I said, tarantulas need water in their body, so let's put an ample of it. Now, our plants. Look at that. It looks so lovely and it looks so natural. I actually used a natural plants before, but a couple of months later it all died. So I think a plastic plant is actually very good aesthetic for our tank. A big tank like this actually. And positioning this one, this here. Okay. This time we are putting our white stones on our terrarium, and I want them in this corner, and on the center of them will be our water dish. So let's place them well here. And I really hate it when my tarantulas, especially our Lasiodora parahybana, put dirt or coco peat on their water dish. So these stones are good anvil or anchor for our coco peat. And now let's place our water dish. So it looks great on the center of our white stones. And our white stones will not actually just be a design. It will help us anchor the coco peat to avoid dirt. Of course, there will always be dirt, but let's avoid, and let's put more around this water dish. This time we are spraying water on our terrarium, and we are nearing to the end of this video, so it's good to moisten it before we place our Lasiodora parahybana. And we'll be cleaning our glass because we need to remove the water on it, because it will turn out to be a stain or a white spot. So now we use our tissue paper and our tongue. Look at that. I'm good at cleaning actually. In this corner, and we'll wait for a couple of hours for the water to subside and put our tarantula. So let's place it.
3 hours later.
And here's our biggest tarantula, the third largest tarantula around the world, the Lasiodora parahybana, and we are ready to put her in her new enclosure, in her new tank. And let's open her microwave plastic container. And actually now it's hard, or it's difficult to open. And look at that, she's really big. Now where's our tongue? Here's our tongue. It's actually on my hand. And let's push, or let's tickle her hind legs so she can bring her body towards our bark. Now steady and keep calm.
A few moments later.
Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my video, or at least you learned something. So guys, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell button for more videos to come. Thank you very much, and God bless. Bye!